Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. The S&P 500 was up 0.02% today. So basically just flat for today, but not a bad accomplishment. We were down for most of the day, so it kind of rallied up right at the end. Not a lot happening in terms of, what was going on. However, we did have a big treasury auction that went off today on the 2-year and 5-year notes. Both of those were a little bit soft, so the demand is kind of dropping back a bit. Last week with the Fed minutes coming out, talking about, the possibility of raising rates was compounded by today's comments from one of the Fed governors, who's known as a more aggressive governor, saying that, rate increases weren't off the table. And so that's kind of making the bond market, wobble a bit here, just as far as that goes. Got a 7-year note going off tomorrow too. So there's a lot of new treasuries being put out. The U.S. runs a pretty big deficit, so we've got to sell a lot of treasury bonds on a regular basis to cover that. But consumer confidence actually in May came out, and it was quite high, higher than expected. Interestingly enough, so was the expectation via the survey for a recession. So kind of a weird combination of things. But, consumer confidence surveys to me aren't as critical. The Fed does look at especially the surveys revolving around the expectations for inflation. They think that's a precursor for inflation. When everybody expects prices to go up, sometimes that's what causes them to go up. However, in this particular case, they're talking about what their feelings are. I usually much more interested in the hard numbers, what the retail sales are and those types of things, home sales, all those things that are going on. And so far, those have been decent, a little softer than they were at one point in time, but not bad at all, considering where we're at in terms of the higher interest rates and what have you. So anyway, the market's still hanging in there. Of course, as I said last week, the 1-hour chart that we follow, looking for primary trend on a very short-term basis, is still in a primary downtrend. The daily chart and the weekly chart are all strongly up in the primary trend, but we're going to see some softness here. I think that's what we're seeing right now. This is a short week, of course, with the holiday, but lots going on. So we'll see how this all plays out, but look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.